Are you looking to move to La Plata, Maryland? Make sure you watch this video before you make any decisions. Alright, so my name is Rob Schou here with EXP Realty in Southern Maryland. If this is your first time on our channel, make sure you click that subscribe button, you click the little bell so you're notified every time we put out new content about moving to Southern Maryland. And if you need any help, if you have any questions, if you want to go tour some houses, make sure you use that contact information below to reach out to me, and I'd be happy to help you make those decisions. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Today we're going to be talking about what it's like, the pros and cons moving to La Plata, Maryland. Now, La Plata, Maryland is a small town in southern Charles County. It has about 10,000 residents, and it's been around for a while, and it's just got that old small town kind of feel. And the neighborhoods and all that kind of stuff around it still have that semi-rural, a little bit suburban feel to them. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into the pros. The first pro is I really like that there's more housing developments and that there's more shopping opportunities coming to La Plata. One of the things that a lot of people really love about it is that there's newer homes coming in there, that there's more shopping, there's more local businesses coming right into La Plata. So instead of having to leave La Plata and say go to Waldorf or go up the road to DC, more and more people are actually staying in La Plata to shop, staying in La Plata to live, and they're really enjoying it because it's such a good small town feel. So kind of piggybacking on that small town, La Plata is proud of its small town, and it loves having parades and all that kind of stuff that you would think of the normal small town kind of activities, just to showcase and celebrate who they are and what they really enjoy as a community. They have tons of different celebrations with Labor Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July, and just all different types of parades and celebrations that are just fun to be a part of if you're a part of that small town community, or if you're a part of that La Plata community. All right, so another pro about living in La Plata, and this is a big one, it's close enough that you can still commute to DC. So it's about a 55-minute, an hour commute from La Plata to DC. But while it's close to DC, it's actually removed a nice bit from DC as well. So you're not right in that, high-cost suburbs of DC, and you're not in Waldorf, which is a lot more crowded than, say, La Plata or other areas kind of south of Waldorf. So La Plata is great because you're close enough that you still can reasonably commute, and it's not a terrible commute to there, but you're further enough away that you're not in a big city center. You have that small town feel, but you still have some of those amenities around it. So that commute, while a little bit long, is still a pro because it's not as long as other areas that have that same kind of population set. Another big pro that people are talking about with La Plata is it's really getting a good variety of small businesses. Everything's kind of cropping up, whether it's restaurants, yoga, studios, bakeries, all types of stuff are really starting to take off in La Plata, and it's just great to see. It's great to see that local economy thrive and those locals really start supporting that. And I think as the population grows even more and the pushes continue towards small business, we're going to see even more and more small businesses really flourish in La Plata itself. All right, so another positive is the home prices. Now the home prices are a little bit higher than, say, Waldorf, but they're still within that comfortable range of about $340,000, and they're way cheaper than if you're living in a suburb in that capital region up by DC or even into Annapolis area, where you're looking at the average home being over $400,000. So you're getting a lot for your money being in La Plata compared to those areas. And my last pro is there's lots of outdoor opportunities in La Plata. I'm thinking it's not far to get to go up to Waldorf and see the Blue Crabs play, or you can go to the golf course, which is in La Plata, called Hawthorne Country Club. It has a nice 9-hole course that has 2 sets of tees if you want to play 18 holes, and has tennis and all tennis and swimming and all other types of amenities at it too. So that's a really great place to check out. And then all around, there's just different little trails and different little parks that you can go and spend some time outside, away from the hustle and bustle of everything around you. All right, so going into next, we're going to go into our cons next. So one of the biggest cons, and I said this was a pro earlier, but the cost of living too. So a con of La Plata, if I'm comparing it to Waldorf, would be that the cost of living is higher than Waldorf. Now, not only is our houses less expensive in Waldorf, you have a little less of a commute when you're living in Waldorf compared to La Plata. But a lot of people decide that they trade that less crowded feel of La Plata for that, you know, they'd rather be in that less crowded feel of La Plata instead of being in that really crowded feel of Waldorf. So it's a con because it costs a little more, but it may come, that price increase may be something that's worth it to you. Now another one, I said this was a pro earlier, and I think it's a pro because I love small towns, but some people might feel like because it is a small town, you start to run out of things to do. Now the really nice thing that even though this is a con, Waldorf is just to the north of it, DC's not too far from it, so you may feel a little claustrophobic in the small town sometimes, but you can always get out of La Plata pretty easily and go and see all different types of stuff around you. And you can even go over the bridge and go into Virginia and go to Richmond. So there's all types of options when you're in La Plata. It really is centrally located to a lot of different areas. One of the other cons that I see a lot of people talking about in La Plata, people are looking for healthier options when it comes to grocery stores and restaurants. A lot of people want to see more organic produce and stuff like that around La Plata. And from what I've seen, there's definitely more of these opportunities kind of popping up, especially with more people coming in and a bigger population that smaller businesses and other businesses can serve. They're starting to cater to those people that are coming in, that are demanding, that are asking for these different types of establishments. So I see it as a con now, but I definitely see that one changing. All right, so I've always enjoyed being in La Plata, like I said earlier in the video. I've played at Hawthorne Country Club. I've been to all the different restaurants down there, and it just really does have a great feel. So if you want to go check out La Plata, if you want to go see some houses there, just go walk around and get a tour of it. Use my contact information below, and I'd be happy to help you out. And if you haven't yet, make sure you click the subscribe button, you click the bell so you're notified every time we put out new content about Southern Maryland.